Okay, peace and blessings to everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of the day or night it is where you are. Thank you again for being with me and for joining me. I'm up here, if you can see me, in the map between the the top image and the second image, where it says 1949 and 1967, okay? If you can see me, but I've got it like that because I wanted to have this map in here to show you what has occurred in Palestine. Now, I know that the reason I'm doing this, and I've kind of gotten off of what I was on before to this, is because it's really important, because it's current, it's in the news now. And people need to know, especially here in these United States of America, they are not telling us the truth in the media. They are just not, okay? I would encourage everyone to read this book that I'm currently reading. I'm about 28% through the book, and I was going to try to read the whole book and then come back and talk about it, but there's just so much information in here that's relevant right now that I wanted you to be aware of the book. If you all want to have a good idea of how how our government got involved with what is called Israel, and I'll explain that in a minute, you need to read this book. The book is Against Our Better Judgment, the hidden story of how the United States was used to create Israel. And yes, I did say create Israel, but let me speak right now to the image that is on the screen here. In 1947, it shows Palestine. And Palestine was basically, owned and occupied, as their country by the Palestinians. And you can see that the green represents how much land that Palestine owned, or was a country, Palestine, in 1947. The partition the plan came in 1947. I think it was sometime in April, and they put it in force in May. And as you can see, Israel immediately starts taking over the landmass in Israel. And then you look at 1949 to 1967, and Palestine's influence has shrunk even more. And now today, present day, that little green spot, right here, and then the sort of blotchy spots, over by toward the top of this image, is all that Palestine owns of their own country. When I tell you, y'all need to read this book, y'all need to read this book. It explains things a lot. And as I said before, I cross-check everything because I want to go in here and put a whole bunch of stuff that's, that's not true. But when I say, and I say Israel, and, I said before that there were Jewish people, but the Zionists took the name Israel and is operating under the name Israel, as if they are Israel, and as if they represent Israel, and they don't. There are so many Jewish people or Jews, or people of that Hebrew descent who don't have anything to do with this Zionist movement and don't want to have anything to do with this Zionist movement. So when I tell you, that don't let the Israel throw you off. These people have done some very atrocious things. Get this book and read it, and you'll find out for yourself. But I'll tell you from the beginning, these people planned this from the beginning, and they kind of hoodwinked, the United States of America in this. But I will say this, I'm not finished reading the book. Like I said, I'm about 28% through the book. But from what I've read so far, these Zionist folks, talk about evil. I'm telling you, evil. And this is something else that I want you to say. If you all will go, if you have time, oh, well, actually, I would ask you to make time to go into the Bible and read 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, starting with the 1st verse, and go down to like through the 8th verse. And all those things, and I'm going to put something up here on TikTok to say, I have to figure out how to do it, but I want to put it up there so you all can see it. And it shows you all the things. And I think I said before that these people, that the Zionists, have been doing this for 75 years. I found out that it's been much longer than that. These people have been kind of trying to run things ever since the Israelites were freed from from being slaves in Egypt. And they've been doing this ever since. These Zionists, they are the same people that called for the crucifixion of the Savior. When Pilate was ready to let them go, no, crucify him, we want him killed. There's another strange thing that is really on my mind is, why is it that the United States of America, who basically overall, with the evangelical Christians and things like that, and other Christians say, oh yes, pray for the peace of Israel, and yeah, we back Israel, and Israel doesn't even believe in what you believe in. They don't even believe in the Savior or the Messiah, and you backing them. Watch what you do, because man, when I tell you, and for one, I thought, pray for the peace of Israel. Why? They don't need peace, but they do, because Israel has literally been co-opted from its original people. And the whole plan from the beginning was to get control and occupation of Palestine. That is exactly what they have done. Man, this is so much. 10 minutes is not enough for anybody to come in here and share this with you, but understand what you are seeing in the news, it ain't necessarily so. I'm telling you, it's not true. Okay? So, y'all pray, get ready. And I've got some other things that I want to share with you too, because perilous times are not coming, they're here, and we need to be ready for them. Okay? But we'll share that another time. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to get off of here because I got to get up early. Got an appointment in the morning at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'll be back. I'll be back with this thing about the Zionists and also some other things. So listen, you all have a wonderful night. Be at peace. And we will speak to you later. All right. Good night.